Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Wonder Woman issue number 67. Dude, multiple covers, two covers, I should say, two covers, but this one, I had to go with the cover A. Anytime that you got some kind of shiny object like a shield, or it could be a sword, it could be a pair of claws, schnicked, it could be anything. I always love when they can do that. This is the kind of art I'm the most envious of, when you can make some kind of a reflective device and have somebody, mirror image in it. God, this is gorgeous. This is absolutely beautiful. Love this. Anyway, guys, am I a little bit prejudiced? Am I a little bit biased towards which, one cover or the other? Anyhow, so we got G. Willow Wilson on writing, Carrie Nord on pencils, Mick Gray on inks, and Romulo Fierro Jr. on colors. Pat Brousseau does the letters, Emanuela Lupacino, Ray McCarthy, and Hi-Fi does the cover. And the variant cover is done by Esteban Maroto and Senti Casas, something like that. Santi Casas. I'm going with that. And what do we got here? William Moulton Morrison and H.G. Peter are the creators of Wonder Woman. All right, so this issue felt a lot more realistic to me. This was probably the best issue that I've seen so far of Wonder Woman by G. Willow Wilson. Giganna is huge. She's a powerhouse. Whether she's a villain or a hero, she hits hard AF, right? And yet these Titans are a lot bigger than her. And still, she shows up. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't cow down or anything like that. She can show fear, however. Because even while she's fighting these things, that's the thing, like, these are supposed to be effing Titans. I mean, for crying out loud. Practically one of the primordial forces that have existed since time immemorial. And yet, the idea of some hero, villain, whatever, just going right up and be like, all right, man, bring it on. That would just be silly, utterly. And that doesn't happen here. Maybe with Wonder Woman to a certain degree. But then again, Wonder Woman was also smart enough to grab Giganna, so there's that. Anyway, Giganna, for her part, she does some damage to these things, but as she did in the previous issue. But there's a part where it's about to rain down a killing blow on her, and she part accepts it, but part is terrified about what's about to happen next. She's resigned that she's about to die now, and she's scared, like hand up and all that stuff. But whatever, it felt so real. You know what I'm saying? It felt like this was solid storytelling. And of course, none of this could have been possible without the art. Look, this is going to sound a little bit, what do you call it? A little bit, I don't know, perverted or whatever, but there's a part here where Carrie Nord goes and draws Giganta grabbing on to the leg of this gigantic Earth Titan. Now, while Carrie Nord is kind of hit or miss on certain things, the human beings themselves look oftentimes a little weird, unless you're actually going to look at the one bar of Wonder Woman's eyes and just the eye bar of her face. It looks great right underneath the title page, right at the bottom of the credits page, I should say. Like, that looks great. Certain other scenes will look great, while other scenes will just look like, let me just sketch this together really quick. I'll come back and do my final touches, and later never came. That happens sometimes, whatever. But there are also some times where he does a great, outstanding job, like every time you see one of the Titans, a bunch of the buildings. There's this one part where, you know how oftentimes whenever, and I've complained about this so many times, when people draw somebody wearing a flannel shirt, all you have are perfectly longitude, latitude lines of lines, just lines. That's it, and they're perfectly straight. Whether you're talking about the arm can be raised, the other arm can be raised in a different direction, but all the lines just go perfectly across. It's like, dude, this is just, come on, man, it's so lazy. And I see that in some of the biggest name comics, And here, however, take a look. Nord actually draws a flannel that looks like a real-life flannel. Holy crap, imagine that. But the scene that really got me, here's the so-called perverted part. When Giganna is grabbing that Titan, her breast is squished up against it. I'm just saying, as somebody who themselves draws, somebody myself, I do draw. but I don't draw very often. I am ridiculously out of practice, and therefore I'm just not that good at it anymore. I looked at this, I'm just like, wow, that was actually really good. That is actually really good. Definitely go and pick up the comic and check it out, even if it's just for the art. Because again, if you look at it from a surface level, Cary Nord's art is just, it's slopped together stuff, right? But no, you got to look for those finer details. He's actually really good. He just pays attention to what needs to be done with detail and what doesn't, and then often gives little flavors here and there. And hopefully he continues to refuse to draw basic flannels. Nah, flannels are life, man. You can't, I mean, I live in Canada, bro. Flannels are life. But I really hope he never settles for second best when it comes to flannels or anything else. Like he's a really good artist, and this issue really showed that to me a lot. There was a little bit of intrigue in here, a little bit of an Arthurian feel to the book, the Arthurian legends, the Legends of Avalon. I really dug on that. I liked that a lot. There's the Lady in the Lake theme going on. I don't know, man. I felt like just about every part of this comic book was just spot on. You know, yeah, it could have been better, of course. Life could be better. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, dude, basically, I really felt this issue a lot. I think that this was the best issue so far in Miss Wilson's run. This was good. This was really good. And I'm hoping to see a lot more issues like this where you actually get to see the characters with some character. Imagine that. This was solid. I liked it. All right, guys. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.